For decades, Al Roker and Deborah Roberts have been the quiet heartbeat of morning television, two professionals who embodied grace, humor, and humanity. He's the warm, dependable face of The Today Show, beloved for his optimism and steady presence through decades of change. She's the award-winning journalist whose work with ABC News has touched hearts and inspired viewers around the world. Together, they've been more than just a power couple in media. They've been a symbol of enduring love, respect, and resilience. But now, shocking reports suggest that behind the polished smiles and public affection, something has gone terribly wrong. According to multiple sources, Deborah Roberts has taken legal action against her husband, Al Roker, a move described by insiders as deeply personal and deeply heartbreakingly serious. A love story in question. For more than 25 years, Al and Deborah have represented what many consider the ideal marriage in television. Two working professionals balancing demanding careers while raising a family with compassion and laughter. Fans have watched their story unfold with admiration, from Al's weather updates that brought sunshine to living rooms to Deborah's hard-hitting yet empathetic journalism. They seemed unshakable, but now reports suggest that Deborah's decision to file a lawsuit stems from emotional strain and personal turmoil that's been building quietly behind closed doors. Sources close to the couple claim that the situation has been developing for months, possibly even years. One insider put it bluntly, "Deborah has always been the strong one, but even the strongest hearts can break." The allegations. While neither Al nor Deborah has publicly commented on the case, early reports claimed that the lawsuit centers around emotional distress and alleged misconduct, accusations that have left fans stunned and colleagues in disbelief. Those familiar with the filings describe them as detailed and deeply personal, suggesting that Deborah, known for her grace and discretion, felt she could no longer remain silent. The woman who has spent decades telling other people's stories is now forced to confront her own, one that no one ever expected her to tell. Behind the scenes, insiders say the trouble began quietly. Al's demanding television schedule, coupled with ongoing health challenges and stress from years in the spotlight, reportedly led to tension at home. Deborah, meanwhile, was juggling her own career pressures at ABC News while managing family responsibilities and supporting Al through his health scares. To the outside world, they remained the picture of strength and unity, always smiling, always grateful. But those close to them now revealed that the pressures of public life slowly began to erode the foundation of their relationship. A friend of the couple shared, "They've always loved each other deeply, but sometimes love isn't enough when life keeps throwing storms your way." The public reaction. News of the lawsuit has spread quickly, sparking disbelief and sadness among fans who have followed their story for decades. Al and Deborah weren't just celebrities, they were family to millions of Americans who woke up to their voices every morning. Social media has been flooded with messages of concern, empathy, and shock. One longtime viewer wrote, "If Al and Deborah can't make it, who can? They were the last couple we believed in." It's a sentiment shared by many because their marriage wasn't built on fame or fortune, but on the quiet, relatable values of love, compromise, and shared purpose. That's what makes this moment so difficult to comprehend. A divided narrative. As with any high-profile case, the narratives are already diverging. Those close to Deborah describe her as emotionally exhausted, determined to protect herself and her family, and ready to reclaim peace in her life. Meanwhile, sources near Al insist that the reports have been exaggerated, calling the claims deeply out of character for the man the public knows and loves. Al, who has built his career on warmth and integrity, has remained mostly silent, a silence that speaks volumes. Friends say he's been visibly shaken, spending more time at home and away from public events while the situation unfolds. A longtime colleague told reporters, "This isn't the Al we know. He's heartbroken. Whatever's happening, he's trying to handle it with dignity." The weight of fame. For many years, Al and Deborah seemed to have found the rare balance between fame and family. They raised 2 children while navigating 2 of the most demanding careers in broadcast journalism, a feat few could manage without strain. But fame has a way of magnifying every small imperfection. Every private hurt risks becoming tomorrow's headline. And while Al and Deborah have always protected their privacy, this time that privacy may no longer be possible. The emotional cost. Friends say the hardest part of all this is not the lawsuit itself, it's the emotional distance that now separate 2 people who once seemed inseparable. Al's humor and positivity were the heart of their marriage, while Deborah's calm intelligence grounded their home. Together, they weathered health scares, career changes, and the relentless pace of television life. But as one insider put it, sometimes even the strongest love can crack under pressure. You can fight the world together, but it's harder when you start fighting each other. What comes next? Legal analysts say this could be a lengthy and delicate case. Given Deborah's reputation for professionalism and journalistic integrity, experts believe she wouldn't have taken this step lightly. This won't be a tabloid spectacle. It will likely be a carefully managed, emotionally charged legal process. As for Al, sources say he remains hopeful that time and understanding might lead to reconciliation, though others feared that this may mark the end of an era for one of television's most beloved couples. Whatever the outcome, this story has already become a mirror for many who grew up watching them, reminding us that even the brightest stars sometimes face the darkest clouds. More than a headline. This isn't just another celebrity story, it's a human story, about love tested by time, about the weight of expectation, and about the quiet heartbreak that can live behind even the brightest smiles. For decades, Al Roker and Deborah Roberts showed us how to build a life of meaning, laughter, and togetherness. And while this chapter may be painful, it doesn't erase the years of love and inspiration they've given their viewers. Because in the end, even when perfection shatters, what remains is real, 2 people trying to find their way through life's hardest storms. Closing reflection. As the world waits for clarity, one truth remains. Fame doesn't shield anyone from heartbreak, and love, even in its most beautiful form, requires work, forgiveness, and courage. Whatever happens next, Al Roker and Deborah Roberts' story will remind us all that behind every camera lens and television smile are human hearts, trying, failing, and loving just like the rest of us. We'll continue to follow this story as it unfolds. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and stay with us for more thoughtful coverage of Hollywood and television's most human moments. Stories that remind us that even the brightest stars sometimes face the darkest clouds.